Today I promised a very simple, basic salad dressing. Once you know how to make a salad dressing, then you can go all different places with it. This one's super simple. I'm gonna make it in a I can't remember what this is called. A beaker. I thought that there's a more scientific name for it that.
You used to work with all those scientists.
Yes, I did. Wow, is this? Sorry for a second, but. So here are the basic parts of this. Allow me to use my new, hold on, it's over here.
What is that?
Allow me to use my new measuring instrument that came from Georgie for Hanukkah.
Oh, thanks,
check this out.
Georgie.
Clearly it's Great Britain. But look inside. Boom.
Cool.
How good, huh? All manner of measurement inside, including English, cups and pints, metric, milliliters. If you needed to measure fresh breadcrumbs or rolled oats, and you want 4 ounces, there's a measurement for that. Desiccated coconut, yes. Corn flour, ground almonds, sugar or rice, lentils, barley, sultanas. You know what sultanas are, Max?
No.
Raisins.
Raisins.
Oh.
That's what the Brits call raisins. All right, here's what you need to know. 3 to 1. It's that simple. 3 parts oil to 1 part acid. And acid could be anything from a vinegar to like a lemon juice or lime juice or something like that. Probably not 1 whole part of lemon juice or lime juice. That would be a little bit too much. But let's make this simple and you're gonna see how good it is. Just follow along. You're gonna be glad you've done this. So, I'm gonna use 3/4 of a cup of olive oil. Gotta figure out how to do this. Why does it say, why is there English cups? Can you see this? Bad finger. English cups?
They don't want it to be American
cups. You're seeing this?
Weird, yeah. They
If
must be
there's the
different.
3/4 of a cup mark in English cups, then traveling over.
That makes no sense.
Why does that? Why are the American cups less? I'm going with American because we're in America.
Think about it. Shoe sizes. It's got to be like that.
Oh, come on though. I sort of get shoe sizes. Anyway, we got 3/4 of a cup of olive oil that will go in here. And now we want 1/4 of a cup of some kind of acid thing. And I'm going to go with red wine vinegar. Could you use white wine vinegar, Max?
Yes.
Yes. Could you use balsamic vinegar, Lynn?
Yes.
Of course.
When did your name become Lynn?
Sorry.
Don't do that to me.
He just wants to answer you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck. This is confusing.
Is there a vinegar measurement in there too?
Cup. Hold on. No. I got it. Sorry, there was pints there. It's going to make me have to pee. Okay, I got 1/4 of a cup of red wine vinegar, and it's going to go. Okay, at its simplest, those 2 components pretty much can make a salad dressing for you. Of course, there's a couple other things that we're going to add. Not a lot. One of them is going to be some salt, a decent little pinch of salt, because we know what salt does. Salt does the right thing for foods, makes it better. And a few grinds of good pepper, okay? So we're there. Now we're there. What I add at this point, at the minimum, would be this. I would put in a clove of garlic. Let me find one that's not too big, because we don't need to go crazy with this. This little guy should do. Clove of garlic. Okay, we got that.
People are always commenting on yours and Mom's salad dressings.
Well, you know what? I think we make a good salad dressing. I'm going to put a little squeeze, maybe a 1/2 teaspoon of Dijon in here. It always comes out too fast, so And on there.
Nice work.
Okay. Good. That didn't go where I wanted. Okay. Okay, now there's all this very serious talk of emulsification and doing the right, Master Chef?
Why are you looking at me?
Because we were on Master Chef. And because you probably would frown on somebody making a dressing and mixing it just with a fork.
No.
You'd be okay with that?
I shake mine.
Yeah. If I had a proper thing, you would shake it. You don't need to do anything fancy. You don't need to bring out a blender or a stick blender or anything like that. This is gonna be fine. So now what else would be nice in here? Oregano would be fantastic to put in here. Any kind of fresh herbs. But at this point right now, you could completely stop. Back up. Let me show you what we want to do to test the dressing. The best way to test the dressing, and I've got this little living butter lettuce guy. I love these guys. The best way to test the dressing is not with a finger. It's with a leaf that you're going to be serving it with. So a little drizzle here. Going to give you the real taste of it. It's essentially perfect. It's perfect. You could do so many other things with it, but just to be able to get to this point, you saw what I did. 3 parts oil, 1 part vinegar. If you want it to be lighter in color, don't use red wine vinegar. Use this. Use the white wine vinegar. Balsamic vinegar, of course, is going to make it darker. There's all kinds of things you can do. Okay, here's the plan. I'm going to prep these butter leaves just by tearing them up and putting them in a bowl. When we come back, we're going to make our own croutons. The only other thing we're going to do today, to make a beautiful, simple salad with homemade croutons. Wait till you see what I make them out of. Is it going to be fancy? You'll just have to wait and see. Don't go away, come right back. I can't wait. All right, so come check this out. Come check out the homemade croutons. Here's what they look like. And here's where they came from. They came from this. Slices of bread. I was here one day doing something and I wanted croutons in the worst way and I didn't have anything fancy like Lynn from MasterChef might use, he said. So I took a piece of bread and I just started to rip it up like this. And I'm telling you, not only are they delicious when I get done with them, but they're badass looking too.
I think ripped croutons are the new cool croutons.
They're the new thing. So here's what I do. I do 2 things on these. I give them a little olive oil.
Oh, they're starting to smoke.
Well, I had this on, right?
Yeah.
So a little olive oil, and then because it's all about flavor in these things, they get some butter.
Good man.
Okay? So the key at this point is just to crisp them up and continue to give them some love. And the love that they're going to get might be a little bit more butter in a bit. It's definitely going to be some seasoning, right? So let's go back to our salad for a second, and we'll come back to these guys. Wait, I could put maybe a little bit more in here. And feel free to use these little ends. I mean, they're all, these outside pieces of the crust just add texture to the whole shoot and match, and they're all good. Okay, salad, right here, Max. So these are the nice leaves. You don't need to cut. You don't need to cut salad. Just use your hands. Best tools you've got. I think we've all heard that before. Try and make the pieces that people can deal with. I mean, you can't deal with this. There's no way to eat this thing with a fork on your plate. It's just too big. You end up having to do that thing where you cram it into your mouth and you look awkward and it's uncomfortable for you. Nobody wants to see you trying to stab a giant piece of lettuce into your mouth. So just rip them up with your fingers. Butter lettuce is nice. I like it. I like this. I'm a big fan of romaine. Love the romaine because it's crispy and so delicious. If I had a little romaine, I would throw it in. I don't think I have a little romaine, so I can't. So just go through, make sure your pieces are all nice. And you got a beautiful little salad, okay? And remember, super simple. Uh-oh, croutons. So they're starting to get a little texture to them, right? You can see the color here. They're taking on a little bit of color. So now would be our time. We're going to give them a little bit more butter. Okay, and while they've got a little bit of the butter on them, here's what they're going to get. They're going to get a little salt. Because everything needs to be seasoned, you know? My fear is if a crouton falls off the plate and somebody picks it up and eats it with their fingers and it's got no flavor, that's a bad thing. So salt, pepper. Did I put pepper on? Yes. And now just a little garlic powder. This is my standard issue croutons. Make them all the time. And you can smell that garlic powder in there. Tiny little bit more oil. And now these guys, all we want is to get crispy. Okay? Stop buying croutons. Those little square cubes are ridiculous. I hate them. Let's taste one. They're good. They're getting a little crispy. They need to be a little crispier. And then as they sit out, they'll dry a bit. So you'll be fine. All right, Maxie? Position over there. I had an idea for one thing that we don't have to do. What we're going to do. A little parsley. I'm a big fan of parsley in salads. So we'll just cut a little here. Any fresh herb you've got would be very happy to be in this salad. Well, maybe a fresh herb wouldn't be happy because that would mean death for the herb. But look at a nice big handful of parsley in here. Croutons. Have one crouton. Oh.
Oh. My gosh. What a waste.
It's not a waste. It's right there. It's fine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, thanks. Just shoved it right in my mouth.
Is that good?
Yeah. Oh my God. So good.
Right. One last second here. Okay. Done. I mean, you can let them cool. Do you have to let them cool? No, you don't have to let them cool. We'll throw those on there. And now the dressing. And a little bit of dressing goes a long way, guys. No need to go nuts here. That's a silly thing to do. Too much can be too much. Shoot that. What's going on over there?
My camera died.
The camera died?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Is there a way for us to know how much battery you've got?
Yeah.
So we didn't do that this time. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
I'm just checking. Thank
Yes.
you. This is when it gets awkward for Lynn.
Too late.
Oh, yeah. Too late. Too late, sucker. What do I want? I want like a... I'm not really happy with it. Oh, I'll use this. Here we go. So look, little salad.
Oh, it smells so good.
And then just some croutons on top. Croutons. Kelly's brother calls them that. And now I've got this extra parsley here. We'll just do that. And there you are. Remember the ratio, right? 3 parts olive oil, 1 part vinegar, and you're fine. And now a bite. And light, delicious. I love the parsley in there. I love the croutons. Look, I've said it like 4 times. Now that you know this, make it your own. More garlic, less garlic. Fresh herbs in here, no fresh herbs in there. Do anything you want. Dried oregano is a Greekish version of this we make all the time. And make the croutons. They're so good. All right. Shit you should know how to make week is over. Very successful full meal start to finish. You now know how to make a simple salad dressing and a beautiful little salad with your own croutons. You can make that delicious garlic bread, and you know how to make that dog simple Alfredo sauce any way you want. We made it 2 ways. Boy, is it good. We say it all the time. Tell your friends about us. We think that we're teaching good things when it comes to making your own food in the kitchen. All right? For me and 2 of my dogs, I don't know where the little man is. Lewis is probably over there with Kelly someplace. All right, everybody. Have a good weekend. We'll see ya. Thanks for being here. Bye.